In the Wolverine series, we find Wolverine lying amongst a pile of skeletons with his bones exposed, almost disintegrating. As a little boy stands over him, Wolverine urges the little boy to lie under the skeletons and play dead. But next thing you know, someone else gets disintegrated and turned into a skeleton. And the culprit is none other than this boy's father. The father is amazed by Wolverine's healing and metal bones. So Wolverine tries to convince the man he's special and he's the only hostage he needs. But he tells Wolverine he doesn't need hostages as he continues to disintegrate the civilians. A SWAT team forms outside and gets on the phone and tries to negotiate with the man. But this dude is not exactly in a negotiating mood as he continues to disintegrate people in front of his son. As Wolverine's healing has kicked in, he starts crawling his way towards the father and son. As the father and son stand amongst a sea of skeletons, the father has finally disintegrated everybody except his son, so he then turns the gun on his kid. But before he can finish the job, Wolverine rushes him. The father managed to shoot Wolverine as Wolverine closes in on him. But it's not enough to stop the Canadian X-Men from putting him down once and for all. Wolverine tells the boy not to look at the carnage. The boy cries and tells Wolverine they were only here to buy shoes. The SWAT team finally rushes in, and Wolverine lets him know he's an Avenger, codenamed Wolverine, and the situation has been handled for now. Wolverine tells the cops to get him some damn pants as he's greeted by Officer Tomomatsu. As the officer gets Wolverine some clothes and a coffee, the two proceed with their investigation before the little boy comes over to Wolverine and starts asking him strange questions. The kid asks him about his genetic makeup as well as his healing factor, but Wolverine informs the kid he's really just a normal guy. The kid tells Wolverine he's really interesting and really dangerous as the kid is seemingly under the control of something all of a sudden. The kid activates a defense protocol that shocks everybody in the surrounding area. He then picks up the disintegrator pistol and proceeds to run. Officer Tomomatsu draws her weapon, but Wolverine blocks the barrel, letting her know he's just a kid. Wolverine mobilizes and goes into hot pursuit after the kid. But immediately, as Wolverine exits the building, the kid drives a car into Wolverine, pinning him to the wall, wondering if his disintegrator is more effective at close range. But Wolverine slices through the car, forcing the kid to retreat once again. Officer Tomomatsu shows up, and Wolverine informs her that this is his fault. He must have missed something, so now he's going hunting. But elsewhere at the 50th Street Depot, we find a bunch of cops working with a bunch of criminals as they're all under the influence of the strange pistol. But as an undercover cop shows up disguised as a pizza guy, he tries to pull his service weapon, but he gets sprayed with a hailstorm of bullets. But back in the city, as Wolverine is hunting the possessed kid, the kid throws several disintegrator rounds at Wolverine in an attempt to get away. Wolverine chases the kid onto the street, but he loses him. But a homeless guy offers Wolverine a jar of curds for protein. For some reason, Wolverine gives him $1 and drinks this nasty shit. The homeless guy tells him he was actually supposed to spread it on his skin, but the kid stands atop a scaffold with the disintegrator pistol watching Wolverine. Whatever is possessing the kid seems to be undergoing some type of experiment as he continues to disintegrate random people from atop the scaffold. As Wolverine closes in, the kid decides to conduct a new type of experiment as he shoots Wolverine with a special round. Now Wolverine actually heals through it, but unfortunately the bullet plants itself inside Wolverine's body. But as Wolverine makes his way to the elevator to close in on the possessed kid's location, the kid attempts to spray Wolverine with several disintegrator rounds. But as Wolverine hangs off the edge of the roof, he tells the kid to wait because he says the kid is sick, he can smell it. Now the kid asks him, why did he drink that jar full of nasty stuff? Wolverine says it was nasty, it tasted full of germs and fungi, but it can't hurt him as he can heal through things like that. Whatever is possessing this kid is intrigued as it continues to learn more about Wolverine. The kid tells Wolverine he's strange. He pretends to be normal, but it's as if Wolverine was also in disguise. Now, this implies that the kid is possessed by something. But as Wolverine climbs his way onto the rooftop, the kid prepares to leap off. But Wolverine takes a screwdriver and knocks the disintegrator pistol right out of the kid's hand. The kid leaps after the pistol, and Wolverine leaps after the kid. Wolverine catches him in mid-air and turns on his back to absorb the fall. Wolverine wakes up on a stretcher as he hops up, wondering if the kid is okay. Luckily, the kid is okay, but he has no recollection of the events that just occurred. But as someone else picks up that strange disintegrator pistol, they too get possessed as they kill a random civilian that was in front of Wolverine. Now, as Wolverine mobilizes, he's beat to the punch by Nick Fury, who shoots the pistol out of the guy's hand. But before Wolverine can grab the pistol, the strange disintegrator pistol flies away. Wolverine rendezvous with Nick Fury, but before anything, Wolverine takes a good whiff of Nick. Now, Fury doesn't smell sick, so Wolverine supposes he can trust him. But as Nick Fury gets on comms, Wolverine sees something strange. Wolverine sees a cosmic being known as a Watcher, which would imply that the situation is a lot more dire than previously thought. To be continued.